look, I'm not gonna waste any time. I prepared this entire thing of notes to tell you why, you should have the incentive or the desire to clean out your phone and do all that. Clean out everything on your phone, delete certain apps, and just make it all organized. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to tell you why, because I have a great feeling that you know exactly why you should be doing that, but you're still not doing it. That you know, and I know y'all are smart enough to know this. You know that you should delete some apps and spend less time on your phone so you could do the things that you know you need to do to be more productive, okay? You know this, I know you're smart enough, I know you don't need a crash course, you've already heard multiple things on the internet that tell you to do so. So I'm actually going to tell you the practical steps of how to clean your phone. Now, in case for whatever reason, you don't know why you should because, you're really stuck on thinking that some apps really help you when they don't. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're wasting a whole lot of time on them, and there's one great way you can tell. One great way you can tell on your phone, and we're gonna start off by me showing you what that is, and I'm gonna show you an example of my phone so you know what I'm talking about, and so you can take actionable steps to make your phone look something like mine, if that is what helps you. Organize it in your best way, but I'll give you kind of a template to follow so it helps. Okay, so the number one thing you need on your phone to help you understand what are the apps that you're spending time on, what are the things you're spending time on that you know you shouldn't. Here, number one thing, I have to pull my sister's phone for this because I'm using mine for the recording, but look, this is a picture of my home screen when you immediately click on it. Look, I don't know if y'all can see that, hold up. Yeah, look, screen time widget. Put that on your phone and you'll know how much you're bullshitting yourself. You'll know immediately, oh, I don't spend that much time on this. Oh, I don't, Listen to the numbers, they don't lie. Put a screen time widget on your phone. If you don't know how to add a widget, you simply, hold up. You hold on the, I don't know how to do it on Android or whatnot, because this is specifically iPhone, I guess, but you can kind of, hold down on your homepage. I don't want to go to my sister's homepage because that's her stuff, but hold down on your homepage and then you'll have like a little plus button on the top corners over here. Press one of those, bam, you can search for the screen time widget, and I think that'll help you a lot. Now, on my main page, I have all the apps that are there for my productivity. So Strong, that's what I use to work out, like my workout timers. Medito to meditate from time to time. I'll use Notion for my goals, chess here and there just to play like something practical and make my mind run a little bit. And then I also have this for my AirPods just for the convenience, so I'm not having to, go through the Bluetooth thing and look at them. And then on the bottom, I have all my convenience apps. So now these are apps that I find are there for my convenient access, but do not let those be the apps that are there for your convenient absence that you know are distracting you. Okay, so for example, I give people my phone numbers, and I know I'm gonna keep the messages app because I don't use a lot of social media, if any at all, right? So I have my messages app here. Let me open her phone. It keeps doing the thing. I have my messages app stored in a folder on the next page. I don't have it down here because it's distracting down here. I don't need that down here. I'd rather have notes so I can write up ideas immediately. So that's what I mean by quickly accessible. If I have YouTube ideas or podcast ideas, I immediately write that down. If I need to access, MyFitnessPal, bam, add my calories in. I need to access my calendar, know what I'm doing, bam, there it is. If I need to access my music, now this one's a little bit more different. It's like I'm always looking for Spotify, and when I'm looking for Spotify, I always end up stumbling upon my social apps. I click on those and I start worrying about like all that, and then I get lost in the sauce. I'm like, I didn't even realize I clicked on the app until 5 minutes down the line. So that's what that's there for. So I can just click on it easily, bam, I don't need to waste any time. And then, so that's my front page. Now, if you go to the next page, I'm gonna keep it simple. It's utilities. It's like the apps that I use from time to time, and I still keep them in a folder. So I have to actually click the folder and then click the app, because that creates like a little space in time where I can realize whether I need to use the app or not. the entire point of this is so you organize your phone. Not only that, but you get rid of the junk that you don't need to, and then you also organize it in such a way that allows you to stay away from the apps that you should stay away from. So it's a very practical approach to it. So I'll add just utilities, so like settings, what else? The app I make my thumbnails on, my camera roll, what else? My alarm clock app and whatnot, my photos, all that I use more often. Now, next page we have extras. Okay, extras is like the things that the things that I know I use but I don't use almost at all, like often at all, like once a month, or maybe apps like Find My iPhone are an exception, because you're not gonna be on that app all the time. You're only gonna be there if you need to look for your iPhone. So like things you don't use a lot that you still need there, like my LED lights, all that stuff, I have all this in this right here. And then last but not least, I have my social, and I purposely put that all the way at the end so that, again, it takes more time to scroll there, it takes more clicks, and within that time, maybe in my mind, I can be mindful enough and develop enough mindfulness to be like, okay, I shouldn't click on these, and I don't need to use them right now, so I won't. And so that's a rundown of everything that I have, like how I've organized my phone. Now, why do I do this? Because I think Jordan Peterson talks about this. He's a big figure in talking about cleaning your room. And once you've cleaned your room, it's like a mental, it's like a map of your mind, your room, right? You clean it, you keep your mind clean. Same thing with your phone. I think people don't say this enough, but I think this applies to your phone in modern times too, because it's always with us all the time. So why not take the time to organize it, get rid of apps that you don't need, and kind of like, make it all nice, neat, organized, keep your mind clean. Now, of course, this isn't like the clickbait, oh, how do you stay away from social media, how to do it like a complete detox, or like how to, get rid of, like how to stop accessing and focus, how to stop accessing these, instant gratification apps and focus and do all that. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? What this does is it allows you to, again, I said organize your phone, but it attempts at keeping your phone very minimalistic, very simple, very minimalist, nothing crazy. Having those apps, extra apps on your phone that you never use, is like having just your clothes, like your piece of underwear thrown over there, your charger over here, your homework's thrown all over the room. Like, what is that? That's a mess. Delete all the shit you don't need because you don't need it, and don't lie to yourself. Don't cope. Don't be like, oh, I use this whenever I do this. No, you don't. Get rid of it. Okay. Same thing with your mobile gaming apps that you use. Some of these are gonna be easy deletes. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, I don't use that, quick, easy, done. Some of them, on the other hand, are going to be very, very difficult because you spend time on them, and that you shouldn't be spending time on them because you could be doing something better. Now, you don't have to take these apps out forever, but you should do it in the moment, just so you can get rid of the distraction at the moment, so you can focus on what it is that you need to do. And then way later down on the line, when you've disciplined yourself to not do, like, I guess, dishabituated the action of actually clicking on the app, and you've forgotten it's on your phone at all because you've deleted it, then you can maybe download it again and see if it has any practical use to you. That there can be made an argument for. But again, the goal is to keep everything very, very simple, very, very minimized, nice and easy. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just like your room is a representation of what your mind is, I also think that heavily goes for the phone now. So make sure you organize it, keep it nice and clean. And if you want some more practical tips to stay away from your phone now that you've organized it, try putting it in airplane mode. And for those of you who are like, oh, but I gotta have alarms, airplane mode works independent of alarms, so you can still have your alarms and still have airplane mode and all that. Like, get rid of as many distractions, mute certain notifications and banners. You don't need all that. Keep your focus and attention. I'm gonna scrap that because I don't know where that was going. I'm saying you have to value your attention enough, and you have to make sure these apps don't take it away from you. So you have to keep your phone, again, organized, minimalist, and then take the proper procedures, which is like putting your phone on airplane mode when you know you should, and then, or do not disturb, whatever it is, or turn it off completely. And don't cope with yourself. Don't lie to yourself. You're not gonna get some out of the blue notification. You're not gonna, all that stuff is not gonna happen, okay? So just turn it off, get rid of the apps you don't need. Keep it simple, keep it easy, and I assure you that is going to significantly help, way before than what you had going before, okay? But besides that, that's pretty much it. Take it easy, y'all. Peace.